Previously on Into the Yonder Void. So we were on a beach. I'm not exactly sure where Can and Peach went off to. Tried to talk to Nez. He was busy learning about things. Then I followed Gil with my cart. We went to the tavern and met a scarecrow guy. Turns out we're going to start a boat crew, and he killed this invisible guy, I think.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
What's up, nerds?
Hello. Hi.
A weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast, the D&D podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table, we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Nezrah Kaziel.
I'm Tomas. I play Gil.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Phee.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
And that's right, each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 8 of season 2, Into the Yonder Void. That is this campaign. If it's your first foray, I must remind you,
You have fucked
up, and this is season 2. So if you'd like to listen to season 1, it's not required, but it'll give you a little bit more context to the world, not the characters. You can start with episode 1 of season 1, Gunky Evil. But for those of you who have already completed that or are currently caught up,
Welcome to the episode.
Let's do season 2.
Thank you for listening.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
This is the Thunderdome. Here's your
Thunder.
hall pass.
Here's your thunder in a bottle.
If you go to the left, you will find the nachos.
If I could save thunder.
Now, the food
in a
vouchers
bottle.
are only good until 6 p.m. After that, it's all out of pocket.
And they're only good for nachos.
It's all.
Yes.
It's a la
What
carte.
he means by out of pocket is he means the nachos have to be eaten out of
Nacho
your pocket.
It's a communal pocket.
Anyway,
Thunderdome's weird.
we're fed the puns here in the Thunderdome.
Punderdome. I miss getting experience for those.
I don't.
Well, you gave them out like Skittles. But that's why we're doing...
You should have Skittles.
That's
You'd
why
be
we're
so
doing
good.
Milestone.
That's what I should do, is just every time you guys make me laugh, I just flick a Skittle at you.
That'd be great.
As
It feels better.
As the person who lives in the space where we
Anyway,
do this,
yeah,
I
no,
don't
it's a
like
good
that.
idea. It's a great idea.
I think we would all
I
respond
don't
very
like
well to
flicking
treats.
Skittles.
We would only get better at catching them. How are we going to get better?
Maybe fruit snacks? Would that be better, Billy?
Throw a whole Pop-Tart.
Here, I'm going to draw up a contract real quick where
But he
you guys
throws
do
the
the
Pop-Tarts
vacuuming after
aggressively.
the session.
Get a Roomba. We have one. It's great. Even a discount Roomba is great.
Yeah.
Dog stepped on that Roomba trying to get out, and it was just like beep, 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 beep.
She hates
They don't have a good
it.
relationship.
No, she constantly
Very tense.
She'll pretend she's like doing something else, and then she like surprise attacks it and jumps on it, and and like tries to push it, and then it's like, oh,
Poor Roomba.
yeah,
Roomba
poor
getting
Bee-Boo.
bullied.
I do sympathize more with the robot. I don't know.
Just minding its own fucking business.
Yeah, the robot's not the one attacking.
All right, now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question. I want to know, what is the scariest thing you've either heard of, been told about, or read about in the world? Something that scary can be your own interpretation, but yeah, something that gives you a sense of dread or fright. And I'm going to start with Nezrah.
Veldak would always tell stories about a shape-shifting interdimensional being that specifically eats children and preys on their fears, which I guess acted like seasoning to the meat, is what I gather. But it specifically would target people when they were alone near a body of water.
That sounds very scary. Thank you so much, Nezrah.
That sounds very familiar.
Yes, it does. TM. Don't at me, Steve.
Patent pending. That's what you sound like. Patent pending.
Thank you.
Can.
I guess, for me, I think it's just a scary story, so I'm really not that worried about it. But I did hear about this plane where there's no natural life, and I don't even know like what anyone does there. I guess you just exist. But that doesn't sound very cool. Like, how would I get around if I can't even read trees?
Very nice. Phee.
So there's, birthday parties, right? Like,
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I've heard that some people have thrown birthday parties where they all have these pointy hats, and I worry about everyone getting impaled. That idea just seems absolutely horrendous to me.
Thank you, Phee.
I'm worried about Phee, guys.
I'll have what she's having. I'll have what Fee's having. That needs to be a shirt now.
What have your birthdays been?
Round hats only. Gil.
Boredom. I'm not a superstitious guy, but I don't know. I would rather stare down the maw of an infernal hell beast than stagnate. So that's kind of why I'm always on the move. Other than that, I'm not scared of shit.
You guys was all like more existential answers. Mine was like actual
I'm very
fear.
scared of this specific thing. I mean, yeah, that's basically what the question was.
Yeah, I don't know if birthday hats is existential. I think that's just weird.
There's definitely some sort of existential dread behind that. Like that's not just like
Do you have the cap to this?
All right. When we last left off, you guys were in the Breezeway Tavern, and you were having a drink with the pirate crew, the smuggler crew, whatever they may be. You're not sure exactly. The captain, Captain Lyle Husebi, threw a knife forward, stabbing an invisible specter right in front of you, Nezrah. As it crumpled to the ground, you guys looked, and it looks very demonish, some kind of creature like that. You're not sure.
I immediately turned the page in my journal from when I was sketching Lyle at the bar, and I'm looking at the demon on the floor and like starting to sketch him and trying to find anything of note.
Without breaking stride, you start sketching this fucking thing that was right in your grill.
Yep.
What were you going to say?
Nezrah's fucking crazy, man.
We're all there now, right?
Yeah.
I believe you were all there.
Yeah, we all
right?
converged.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so.
What is that? And you said we don't? Like, can you describe what it looks like?
So it's kind of a grayish shape with like elongated limbs, and kind of a large lantern jaw. It looks very tall, even though it's slumped on the ground, and kind of wraith-like. It's hard to really pinpoint, but yeah, it definitely looks extraplanar of some kind.
That's not from here.
Well,
No.
nowadays.
It's not.
Do you know something?
Yeah, have
Lyle?
you seen this before?
You know this guy?
Can I ask how you
Friend
knew
of yours?
that it was here?
I could sense that I was here. I can see invisible things sometimes.
Whoa.
Oh, what did it look like to you? Was it just normal?
It looked like that, but just like with a shroud over it.
Did we look really stupid for not seeing it?
No. How could
Wait.
you see that without the specialization?
Do we look like more vivid because we're not invisible?
No, I have right now. You look normal. I had to activate my spell.
Or like normal to you? Maybe that's different than like normal to us.
I guess how can you really tell what another person sees?
That's so true.
Yeah, green to me might be way different for green to you. Why is this here, though?
I don't know. I heard a sound, smelled something odd, so I popped in to see invisibility.
So you smelled it first.
I heard it first.
Oh, you heard it. Did it emit a specific frequency that you picked up on?
No, he kind of looks at you like you can't. He doesn't really have much of an expressive face, but he kind of cocks his head a little bit. No, it wasn't a frequency. Everyone was sitting except for you, and I heard the floorboards creak. So I figured someone was in here.
How did you know it meant us harm or meant me harm? Did you know it meant us harm? Why did it mean me harm?
I don't know if it meant you harm necessarily, but things slinking around in the dark, you might just want to kill it before it becomes a problem.
Oh, that's very cynical.
That's murder. You just murdered that guy.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to like calculate what the greater good is.
Excuse me, does anybody know this fellow?
So do you know what that is?
I know some sneaky shadow people, and I wouldn't want them to get killed.
I don't, but it doesn't look friendly. And I didn't want to take the time to risk asking about its well-being, health, manner, or intentions before taking it out.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of... This looks bad.
When you've seen enough, you get a little jumpy. It's better to just act sometimes.
I don't know if that'll hold up in court, man. Do you guys have like a system of law or something?
Read my mind, Gil.
I don't know if anyone's really gonna ask questions.
Are you serious? What kind of place is this?
Do you...
So I can just go up to some guy and stab him and be like, I didn't like the cut of his jib.
Nez kind of backs away from Gil a little bit.
You can do that, but does this guy like have friends around that you can see?
There's there other things.
You watch his head kind of pivot. I'm hearing some weird stuff, and he flashes a look over at one of his crew members on the edge of the bar. It's one of the human men. He's dressed kind of in like flowing shirt and but skin tight pants. You can tell he's definitely sailor sort. But he looks over at him, nods. He nods, hops up, and immediately goes and hops out the window. He's gonna go check.
Can he see invisible stuff too?
Yeah.
How did you learn to do this?
It's just a spell. I picked it up in a scroll long ago.
And your friend too?
Yeah, we pick up lots of scrolls all the time.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So have you been a lot of places?
I've been a lot of places.
Where have you been?
It's probably easier to discern where I haven't been.
Oh, he's so cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And Phee, you feel like you've heard a very similar thing within the last 24 hours, mostly from Nezrah, about books.
Well, I would like another drink. I go up to the counter to the mushroomed out dude.
What were you going to say?
Is the bartender doing anything about this body?
No, he seems like he's already back on his trip.
Nice.
Did you take more already?
He just kind of doesn't really react.
I thought you were saving it for your date. Man, this guy is a problem.
Adios.
I shouldn't have enabled him, probably. I'm going to just reach over the counter and get my own thing.
Hey, Chirk. You have to do something about that.
He's off in his own world. He is you can see in his hand. He it looks like he took a little bite out of the mushroom, but yeah, he's not gonna be going anywhere or doing anything sensical for a while.
Okay, well, he'll get to it later, but we at least have to get this thing out of the doorway.
Maybe the guy who killed it should move it.
He just kind of throws his hand in the air. And then you watch as one of the other crew members hops up and like starts dragging the body out.
Yeah, see, they're crewmen. They like it. It's their thing.
I wasn't finished.
And then he pops his head back in. Hey, boss, do you want do you want it out here so that everybody can see it? And he's just like, I don't care. All right. And he kind of just drags it off out of sight.
Nezrah follows them dragging the body, making notes about the description of it and things like that, and noting anything of that's like out of the ordinary about it.
Okay, so now that that's done, who are you?
I'm Captain Lyle Eusebi.
Oh, so are you going to be on our boat?
I'm not gonna be on your boat. We were having a discussion about you using mine. He looks over at Gil.
That's what I said.
I'm just drinking at the counter.
Would Lyle be in talking distance still?
Yeah, you're all in the same like tavern.
So can you tell the difference between good invisible people and bad ones?
I mean, you just kind of have to go with your gut. Didn't look friendly. I mean, why is he sneaking around in here?
That's fair.
Maybe he was shy.
Right, man. Maybe he was embarrassed about his weird gray skin condition or something.
Not my major concern. So anyway, so we were gonna... God damn it, that pipette is so loud. We were gonna discuss some potentially us taking you somewhere.
Yeah, so did you download him? Like, does he know all the deets?
Did I download him?
Yeah, I gotta give him all the information.
I don't know all the information. I just was like, hey, man, can we use your boat? Maybe I could be part of your crew. And he was like, oh, I don't know. We're not really going anywhere because of the storm outside and stuff like that. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to play my ear, try and act like a good crewman. And then you guys came over here.
Well, can we use your boat?
Where does it need to go?
It's really not far. It's just some islands, like, right north.
All right, say that me and my crew were interested. What can you offer us by way of payment?
I mean, do you want, like, regular people money, or do you want, like, food, or, items of some kind?
Or like nice lodging while in town, like while you're stationed here until the storm goes away?
We have no need for lodging. We could just sleep on the boat. Ship. That was my mistake, not his.
I call it the both. It's not a big deal. You're not going to go to pirate jail.
He looks at everyone. How many passengers?
Us plus the big lizard guy.
Who walks back in now, like, kind of looks like he's finishing up his notes and closes his book and joins everybody at the bar.
So 4. All right.
Are we bringing like Peach and anyone else or anything?
No.
Ooh, are we going somewhere?
Her grandma is gone. Got took away by something, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
remember the
By
fight?
demon? I do.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay.
Would
Wait.
it be like one of those things, the monster things? Or,
Oh, maybe.
I don't know, you said you haven't seen them before?
No, but I don't know what took her. I guess I can't jump to conclusions, but that's a possibility.
Maybe I made this up in my head, but didn't they say they flew away with her?
A demon.
Did that thing have wings that Lyle killed?
You don't see any.
I don't think it was one of those.
That's racist.
Maybe
of
it
them
doesn't
could have
have its wings yet.
No, it's a baby.
At the very least,
a pupa.
at the very least, we know they're very weak to knives. So if we bring some knives, then could be no problem.
Well, Lyle interrupts. Probably
not an issue for someone like me, but the rest of you might have some difficulties just using a knife on one of those.
Oh, really? Do you have some super cool scarecrow power?
No, I'm just more experienced than you.
Oh.
Flex.
So everybody give me an insight check real quick. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
TBD.
12.
7.
11.
13.
Okay, so you guys all kind of get the vague sense that, maybe he's being arrogant or something like that. Though, you feel like his confidence comes definitely from experience, but he just seems like he might be a lot stronger than you guys, however you want to take that. But yeah, he definitely some...
I don't think that.
Nope, I could definitely take him.
And Phee, you got the 7, right?
Just set him on fire, man.
You
He's
don't read into
done.
that at all. You're just like, whatever.
Knife throwing is cool.
Gotta learn that.
How about a little fire scarecrow?
I put my patch back on.
Okay, have we decided on a destination yet?
Yeah, we're going to the islands where my grandma is.
Right. I'm playing catch up here.
Yeah, he was outside.
But you were at the fight last night.
Sure, so you know where she is.
Roughly.
Where is that?
North.
They didn't have a tracing object.
I guess
on
you
her.
need to,
We have to kind of find
be
her.
more specific
We have
with
to
your
We
questioning.
have to track her down, essentially.
So we're not going anywhere near Avstand.
We are nowhere near Avstand.
You're in Luta right now.
I didn't ask where I fucking was.
We are way west of Argaria right now.
I understand that. I was asking what the destination was.
We can't go very far. We're going to an island that's close to this one, but a little north of it. I don't know if you saw when we were rolling in, but there was like a cluster of these pocket islands here, and we're going to one of those.
I see.
Unless it flew farther, then we're fucked.
And I mean, maybe like after we get done with saving her grandma, maybe we can go somewhere else. So I don't know.
If you're trying to get to Avstand, you're going to be waiting a while there, guy.
Oh, you were hopefully going to Avstand.
Oh, because I didn't really have any reason to go, so I was fine.
Yeah, we're stuck here.
There's a storm dividing the stretch into this section of the hemisphere and over back into Argaria. None of the ships can make it through right now.
What's in Avstand?
Well, that's where I was hoping to go. I had some information that I was hoping to follow up on.
Well, information can sometimes be bought. I got my ear to the waves pretty well. What are you trying to learn?
I kind of look precariously at the rest of the group.
Of course, I'm just somebody.
And he flips his blade in the air and catches it.
You don't know if you can trust me or not.
And he slings it into his pocket.
I'm going to try and throw my cane into the air and flip it in the same manner.
Give me...
Performance?
Sleight of hand?
Let's go... Whatever's higher, performance or sleight of hand.
I know that he's a scarecrow, but I'm imagining
7.
It clatters to the ground like you just miss it.
I'm imagining him as the bad guy from Dennis the Menace.
Walter Matthau?
Christopher Lloyd?
Yeah.
You think Mr. Wilson's the bad guy?
I mean, he's an antagonist.
He is the foil to Dennis, yeah.
Dennis is the menace.
It's all about perspective, yo.
Name.
Perspective.
It's funny because I don't think of the movie.
Take a fucking creative writing bag, man. Woo!
It's funny because I don't think of the movie. Like when I first think of Dennis the Menace, I always think of the cartoon.
I think of my brother.
But the movie makes a bunch of sense. Christopher Lloyd was the bad guy.
It was the scariest bad guy I had ever seen.
He was definitely gross.
But I did start eating all my apples on a knife.
So yeah, no, you don't. It doesn't clatter to the ground, but you you catch it, but it kind of like jumbles around in your hand a couple of times, and then you get a good grip on it.
What were we talking about?
So when do we set sail?
Soon as you tell me what you're gonna pay me to take you guys there.
Well,
I look at Can.
tell me what you want, because we can pay in a lot of ways.
They're pretty loaded.
He like tilts his head. He looks over at Layla.
They just throw away diamonds.
They don't even care if you take it.
That was not throwing them away. That was for a ritual.
Well, they definitely went away out of my hands, and they are no longer here. So,
Okay. He looks over at Layla and he nods, and Layla stands up and leaves.
Anyway, so where are we thinking?
Where'd she go?
She's on an errand. What are we thinking as far as payment? I need you to tell me what you think this is worth.
1 gold each.
do you not have boats of your own that we could just take one of their boats?
Oh yeah, I guess we could totally do that.
Oh, never mind. We're good, thanks.
Fair enough.
But I don't know how much it costs to take a boat.
Let's just say, if you were interested in coming aboard the Deadlights, then I'd say maybe 2 gold apiece per passenger. Gotta make it worthwhile for navigating these nefarious stretches.
Okay.
If that works for all of you, we can set sail as soon as you want. Give us maybe an hour.
Yeah, that's cool, because I have to go get my hammock.
Do you, is there some sort of discount for potential hires that we could negotiate?
Are you trying to become crew members?
I don't know about everybody, but you know, you never know.
I didn't know that you were in the market for a job.
I'm always in the market for a job.
I mean, we could use help here.
Like doing what?
Bartending.
That is true. He's not that good of a bartender, actually.
No,
he's kind of
he's
just
really good when he's good, but sometimes he's, like this.
right.
He's like this without the mushrooms?
No, that's just when he takes mushrooms.
Oh.
This isn't his first time.
So he got them before you, Gil.
Well, then some of the guilt is gone. But I wish he had told me about this problem before I enabled him. Anyway,
So, 2 gold apiece. How does that sound to everyone?
it sounds like 8 silver instead.
I'm not sure what you thought was about to happen there with that suggestion, but that's ludicrous. 8 silver wouldn't even cover one of you.
Luda got the boat to make your booty go.
I don't know, that's pretty expensive. That's not what I would have charged.
Well, you don't have a boat.
No, I had a ship. Thought you were experienced.
Don't have one of those either.
Well,
How do you determine how much each person costs on a boat?
I weigh the options of how much it's going to inconvenience me.
I weigh way less than them, though.
that's true.
All right, 1 gold for you.
Cool, thanks.
But what if we're helpful?
Well, if you're helpful, how about this? You pay half up front and half when we get there. And if you're helpful, I'll take some money off.
Oh, we have to come back too, though. We don't want to stay there.
Oh, that's going to double the price then.
Like you weren't planning on coming back here?
I thought you just wanted to get dropped off. We got stuff to do.
Us too. That's why we have to go.
If he's not helping with anything, then why are we paying him to go there? Let's just go there on our own. I'm not to make the money.
Okay, let's go find another boat.
Well, pleasure doing almost business with you guys.
Thank you for potentially saving me from a invisible murderer.
Yeah, thanks for murdering that guy. It was really helpful.
Do we want him here?
He just kind of
In case
waves
there's
his
more
hand.
invisible people, though.
I thought
we
he
can't
was
see
cool.
them.
Instead of paying for passage on the ship, could I maybe pay you to teach me that spell?
Yeah, you said you got a lot of scrolls. You want to sell some scrolls?
I don't know if I could teach you that spell, but I do have some scrolls I'd be willing to part with for the right price.
Ooh. Nez's eyes kind of widen a little bit.
Ooh. I saw your tunic tingle a little bit.
Yeah. Do you have them here?
They're on the ship. Might take me a little while. How about if you guys are coming back? Come find me when you get back and I'll sell you a scroll, at least one.
So, it's gonna take us a while probably to find another ship. Or boat. What do you like to call it?
Mine's a ship.
Okay, well, it's gonna take us a while to find another ship. So we might want to get on this one and go. Because it's like a little pressing since my grandma was taken by a demon.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Do you have money to pay for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the village is gonna be okay with us spending some money to save my grandma. I mean, that
All
would
right.
be really fucked up.
Because
if
that's
we
pretty
didn't.
presumptive to have your heroes of your grandma pay their way to go do that.
Nobody was assuming that.
This guy was.
He just wants all the money. I don't think he cares where it comes from.
All right, so cough it up, man. Let's
I
do
don't-
this thing.
I don't keep gold on me. I have
Grandma's
to-
in danger. We gotta
He
go.
said it's an hour. Go get the ship ready and we'll go and get your money.
Was the ship even like? Because you said it was like in a bad way. Like, can I tell that it's like good to go, or is he swindling us?
Give me insight.
Everybody?
Or no, just give me a general intelligence check.
I liked my insight roll.
Fine, do insight. 16. 16. You think it could make some short journeys. It definitely couldn't make a long journey, but if it was like, island hopping, it'd probably be fine. Especially in this climate, you're pretty sure, like, as long as you guys don't encounter any super bad storms, but at that point, it wouldn't matter what kind of ship you had, because it would be perilous.
All right, we'll meet you at your ship. We'll go get the money, and then we'll meet back up.
Sounds good. See you then.
And he gets up, turns the glass over on the bar top since it's empty, and him and the rest of his crew walk out.
He spilled a little bit on the counter.
Well, they were interesting.
You were made for that job.
Which job?
Bartending. Notice the fine details.
That's true. I just did free labor just now, like wiping up that little bit of alcohol. Damn it! I missed my calling.
Very astute for having only one eye active at most of the time.
What do you mean?
So I was taking notes on that body, and I noticed that it didn't have any wings, so I don't think it was what took Can's grandmother. But why was he invisible? And did he mean me or us harm?
Well, have you encountered any demons in your life?
Give me history.
15?
15. You've seen some things that you're not sure if they're demonic or not, but nothing like that.
I've definitely never seen anything like that before.
Nothing like that before.
None of the rest of you hear that.
Are you okay? You made a weird face just now.
And the sound, it was like,
I was
Like
just
a little whimper, like you were scared of something.
like someone flicked you.
I was
Were you
just
flicked?
thinking,
Is there
I
another
didn't
one in
flick
here?
him.
why would
Did you flick
he
him?
specifically know to look for an invisible attacker?
I don't know. Maybe he's like on edge, so he's just casting true sight so he can see. But demons come in many shapes and sizes. Like Some of them fly. Some of them are really big and bulky. Some of them are sneaky. Some of them are pretty nice. Some of them look like little kitty cats. But, I mean, just because this one doesn't have wings doesn't mean another one doesn't. So.
That all makes sense. What I'm deducing, though, is that it wasn't a demon of this species, this same species that took Can's grandmother.
Right. But they might be
it flew.
They might be in cahoots is what I'm saying, though. Because they're showing up at a similar time, and she has never seen any before here, so.
I suppose it's not out of the question.
Unless they've just been wandering around this whole time and no one's been able to see them because they didn't have the true sight.
Are there invisible halflings?
What if this fellow wasn't invisible of his own volition? What if it was a curse and he was only trying to escape it?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Not all demons are bad.
Yeah, forget about it.
He might have just been hanging out here, and Scarecrow guy just murdered him unprovoked.
So what are you guys going to do?
It's a very strange place.
Well, I'm going to go get the gold.
All right, so are you going to head back to the vault?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd like to get my hammock.
Oh, wait. I might be able to just get it here.
Oh.
I go behind the counter.
Break into the register.
Okay, you go behind the counter.
I'll leave a note. Yeah.
That's why you always leave.
Yeah, you open like the cash chest, the lockbox there. It's not locked. And go ahead and roll 2 d20s for me.
It's like half of its namesake. It's not locked.
Unlock
Is it a box?
No, it's a chest.
Fuck.
It's more of a cylinder.
2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 5 and an 8.
Okay, so that is 13.
Correct.
So you find 13 gold in this lockbox, this unlock box.
That should be fine.
You take it all?
Yeah.
All right, you gonna leave a message or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to leave a note.
Okay. So
Suck
you
it. Suck it, jerk.
So you leave a note, and you scoop up the coins?
I don't scoop it up. No, I just pick up the box and
gotcha.
dump it into a pouch.
Very nice. What else you have to do in this hour?
You said you need to go get your...
Yeah, I'd like to get my hammock in case, I need to put up my hammock to meditate.
I guess I thought you would just put it on your cart.
I had to hurry really fast to go follow these two. So
I'll go with you.
Do we know how many days travel by sea to this island is that we're going to?
I don't even know if we're going to a specific island. We're just going the direction of where the demon was going, right?
It's like a cluster. It's 6 islands, but they're really little.
It might require riding around and scouting.
And you know that if there's good wind, it would take you 3/4 of a day.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I will
Well, that
go
should be
with
good.
Phee to get her hammock.
I'll do whatever is needed to expedite the process.
I think I have everything that I need.
Yeah. Do you guys need to, in the meantime, you have an hour, so if you guys want to try to find something, items or anything like that, you have.
So just wandering around the city, could we take a short rest while?
Yeah,
we're
you would
doing this?
receive a short rest as long as you're not doing anything strenuous.
Sick. That was my ultimate goal.
I'm going to go find Peach real quick.
Okay. Gotcha. Give me an investigation check, please.
Also, Ken, do you have any shops that have magical items or deal in magical mysticism?
There are some carts and tents down by the docks.
Down by the bay. Okay.
where there are dogs.
I'm spending a hit die. This is the first time I've ever done that.
You get a 3 for investigation.
Yep.
And remember, you got all of you guys got inspiration, so you can, if you want to use that again, roll with advantage, you can.
Ooh, I also got to roll a die.
Fuck
Has
it, I
anyone
guess
else
I will.
been injured?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
12.
12. Okay. So yeah, you were kind of trying to find Peach, so you ask around a little bit, and people are like, I don't know where where he is. You know, they kind of give you vague answers. And then finally, someone says they saw him go to the South Beach not too long ago, which is coincidentally where you guys met the rest of this group here. So you know that he's somewhere over there. And it's now like mid-morning, so you are likely going to find him searching for pebbles, or maybe even like trying to find some crabs or oysters or something.
I like to picture that's on his like schedule between 8 and 9 a.m. Finding stones, shells.
So are you going to head that way? Are you going to head towards the docks?
Yes, please.
And you guys are going to head to the hammock. Okay.
You're sure you don't need to do anything else?
Nah, I'm always prepared.
Okay. Well, that was nice of you to come with.
Yeah, anytime. You never know when an invisible guy's gonna jump out.
That's true.
But I mean, I've seen you before, and I think you could probably handle it.
Yeah. Wait, you've seen me before? Well, you did look familiar.
Okay, yeah.
Where have I seen you?
I was gonna bring it up. I was like, hey, do you remember me? At first, I wasn't sure it was you because you actually look a lot like someone else I know. But, no. I'm that guy from before, like, when you came out. You know, you came out of the crossing and you started doing all this crazy magic shit. And Rolf and I were like, whoa, what's she doing? She's going to explode. She's turning all these funny colors. Watch out. And then you were freaking out and shit. It was like 10 years ago.
See, I don't super remember that super well. I remember waking up and there were a bunch of my Furbolg family there. I mean, it kinda maybe. I just can't super. I was running around.
Yeah, when I saw you on the boat, I got freaked out because you were doing some weird shit. You were scary. Like, I thought you were gonna kill us, but Rolf, you know Rolf though, right? Like, he's one of the Furbolgs. He led you to his village.
Yeah, Rolf. He's that funny guy.
Yeah, I worked with him. We guarded the Phee crossing.
Oh, that's why you were there? Wait, the Phee crossing? What?
Yeah, you came out of a Phee crossing.
No, I woke up in a Furbolg village.
That's why I thought it was weird you said you had never been to the Feywild before, because you totally came out of it.
Give me a perception check, both of you.
15.
12. I am rolling so shit on all my fucking proficient
Do
skills.
analog, man. I'm telling you. Let's go back to analog.
No. You rolled analog and you had the same fucking crit rolls that we did.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Maybe yours would be better. All right. Wait, who had 15?
I had 15.
Okay. Gil, you're like kind of caught up in the conversation, but Phee, your mind starts to wander, and so do your eyes, and you are, looking for your hammock, and you look through the trees, and you see there's somebody laying in your hammock.
Oh my god, there's someone in my hammock.
Oh, that's fine. It's probably just a halfling.
There's this halfling that's after these jewels, I think, but I want to research them before he takes them. He wants a lot of money. He seems a little bit aggressive.
Lately, you're all over the place. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you want to just walk up to this guy?
I'm still processing. I came from the Phee crossing?
I mean, where did you think you came from?
I didn't know. I just was at the Furbolg village. I saw my Furbolg people. They became my people. And that was all that I really remembered.
Did you think you were a Furbolg this whole time?
I mean, I figured out over time I was not a Furbolg.
All right,
but
great.
maybe at first.
So we have something to work with. But what about the guy in the hammock?
Maybe we should sneak up and see if we can get a good view on him?
All right, okay. I'll go first.
Damn it, that's a good hammock. I mean,
Unless you're... Unless you're better at sneaky, but I will sneak up there.
You
I mean,
guys are gonna sneak?
We don't have
Here,
to get real
take this.
close. Just wait.
I take out my tooth and I give it to Phee. I rolled a 20 on stealth.
Okay. What's your reaction to getting this tooth, Phee?
Ugh.
Yeah, he just hands you his golden tooth.
All of a sudden, my spell fades for my disguise, and I just bulge out again.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That is a trunk.
And there he goes.
Watch me leave.
You just went from Tom Cruise to Tom Booze. So yes.
Tom Moose.
So you sneak up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with a 20, you are... Actually, you are pretty sure you're very, very stealthy, but as you get within about 3 meters of the hammock, the person sitting in its head snaps to the left and looks over at you. You're actually looking at Layla, the stone-haired first mate of Captain Yusebi.
Crouching down, I wave. Hey.
She gives you like the upward nod, like the chin up nod, and then hops out and kind of walks up to you guys. Hello.
I think you're good to come up.
Oh.
You hear that mentally.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's going on? What are you doing out there?
Just taking a rest, that's all.
There's plenty of places in town to do that. Why'd you come out over here to do that?
I mean, it's a good hammock.
It is, but
Just looking around.
Phee, did you leave anything near the hammock or just the hammock?
Just the hammock. I keep everything tucked in my pack at night. And then I hold my pack while I am in my hammock.
She looks at both of you.
All right, I'll come clean. I was doing some reconnaissance. If anybody's hopping aboard our ship, I have to make sure that they're not going to do anything untoward.
insight check.
All right.
15.
15. You are... She seems fairly forthright. There might be something that she's not saying.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
And Fee's just going to take it for face value and be like, that checks out.
Yeah, she seems like... I mean, that seems pretty reasonable. Maybe a bit too doggedly loyal, but, in her line of business, you can assume that, it would behoove somebody who is a first mate to make sure that anybody getting on is not a danger, especially someone who clearly has been lying to them about things.
Look, I've done my fair share of handiwork, and I don't know. It from my perspective, it just kind of looks like you might have been looking for something to lift off of her.
If I was looking for something to lift,
You'd take the hammock.
Fuck, that's a nice hammock.
I wouldn't bother myself with your lot. That just doesn't seem like something that would be beneficial, though the risk would outweigh the reward.
Okay, then. Well,
I'm just checking if you're going to be riding with us. And if you've spent any time on a ship, maybe you haven't been at the helm or the head of a ship, but it's important to know who's getting aboard.
I guess. I mean, the ships I've been on have all been pretty lenient and cool, so I don't know about the deadlights, though.
Well, we need to be careful with things. You never know with our line of work who's going to climb aboard.
I suppose that makes sense. Maybe that's why I lost my ship.
I mean, this is a great month. You're not going to have any problems with me.
She like raises an eyebrow at that, but doesn't continue.
I'm just doing my due diligence, but I didn't mess up your hammock. I was just sitting here taking a load off for a sec, but I'll see you aboard the ship.
And she starts to walk away.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Ooh, that was a relief. I thought it was going to be that one guy.
That lady, I think, was going to steal some of your stuff. You might want to keep track of your stuff. Like, keep it all in one place. At least when we're on the boat.
Like back here? In my pack?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. What's up with the stick thing?
What do you mean?
The cart thing that... Go stick, cart,
Yeah, it's my stick cart.
I've
It's,
never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I got it from my friend.
All right, now we're going to cut to... It's a perfect time to cut to Nezrah. You are moving about the docks. You can see that there's different stalls and different, little storefronts, all run by the Whale Song Halflings. There are a few that are, like, it looks like they're temporary setups, almost like kind of what Phee was doing, like little carts that are set up by non-halflings.
Some pop-up shops.
Are they also singing songs about anuses?
They do not appear to be at the moment, but maybe wait around.
Whale anuses.
That's not my blowhole. That's not my blowhole.
It's just a show hole. It's just a show hole. Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Okay.
Or perception, whichever is higher.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Nice. What does that bring it to?
23.
23. Gotcha. So yeah, you're like looking around, specifically looking for like something that has magical items, perhaps.
Mhm.
Okay. So you see
Scrolls, magic, items, anything of the magicianal purposes.
what sort of magicianal effects this is going to have on me, boss? So you see there is a it's built into the like kind of a dune, like a sand dune on the beach.
Like Frank Herbert's doing?
Yes, like Frank Herbert's dune.
Okay.
It's kind of a strange looking structure. It's like a door in a sand dune with like a window, and
So sand hobbits.
your investigation lets you to believe that like this is kind of like a glamour of sorts. Like this doesn't actually look like this normally. There's something magical going on.
So it's like a dirt igloo.
Yeah. And you see that there's a sign out front that says the menagerie.
I love that word.
Menagerie.
But that seems... Menagerie.
Haberdashery.
Mashed potatoes.
I think we made a mistake with today's lunch.
Yeah, we should have just had mashed potatoes. We would like
I
be doing
love
lunch and
mashed
just be
potatoes.
like, well, we can't do another episode.
It's true. But
Beer
we'd
and
be
mashed potatoes.
happy with our mashed potato bellies.
So yeah, that to you, based on your investigation, like most of the other stuff is like you can see what they offer, and there hasn't been much like magical, but this one is like a building of sorts, so you'll have to go inside to see the wares.
How much am I bending down to get in?
You can get in easily. It's a pretty tall little like sand dune there.
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, let's check it out, please.
Okay, you open it up, and inside is like a warm, friendly environment, cylindrical, maybe like 40 feet across, 40 foot wide. It's pretty evenly spaced,
Okay.
and so what you've got in here is you see like there's quite a variety of things kind of spread along the wall. A bunch of overstuffed couches. Like there's 3 of them made of leather. Looks like possibly, or maybe it's like a faux leather. You're not quite sure, but they look very comfy and they're kind of spaced throughout. There's a
whale
roaring
song.
fireplace.
Halflings deal in pleather.
There's a roaring fireplace. You can see bookshelves that are just like absolutely just stacked with books and of different varieties and little trinkets and stuff. You see like there's an armoire, one on your left side, which looks like it's seen a few better days, but definitely looks like it's got like some sturdy bones to it. You can see that there are just like a wide variety of things, but also in the center of the room, really just kind of back of center, like there is an armor stand, and hanging on it is a chainmail hauberk, kind of like draped over it, which has like a very vague kind of magical glow to it. You can tell that this is like some kind of magical armor. But yeah, you can see that there's also a case behind the counter, which arrays the back of the room, that has a bunch of scrolls in it. And behind the counter is a little whale-song halfling with dark eyes, very, very dark hair, and a very serious expression on their face. They don't even greet you when you enter. They just kind of regard you.
Oh, I kind of do a nice polite nod. Not quite dipping into a bow, but kind of like a little
sweep.
Yeah. Arbitrary question. The leather couches, is it dark leather or light leather?
It's red.
It's red.
Yeah, like a dark red.
Red leather, yellow leather.
It's Michael Jackson red.
It's Eddie Murphy's Raw.
I was taking a drink though.
Okay. I'm gonna beeline to the scrolls, please.
Okay, so they are behind the counter, so they're in a glass case, as if they are
to view, to peruse.
Yeah. So you come
please.
right up to the counter, and the little whale song halfling, about average size. You can see that their hair is cut kind of angularly, and kind of like.
Are they more posh, or are they like?
They look rough,
ragged.
a little bit, like not like
someone who owns a consignment store.
Yeah.
Not like beggar or anything.
No,
like
yeah,
that.
they definitely don't look like they're. Probably like none of the halflings really look like they're posh or hard up.
Sure.
They're all kind of the same, but this one has like kind of a more of all the you've seen all these halflings here, and they all seem like they're in a generally good mood. This is the first one you've seen that looks like almost like they're in a slightly sour mood.
Okay. Are the scrolls labeled?
Not from where you can see, but they are a bit back. But they're in like these. If you can imagine, like kind of like how a gun rack looks, they're like pressed in with like little clamps.
I mean, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like if we were in modern times. Yeah.
I'm just imagining Nezrah grabbing like a big old scroll. It's like rolled up like a poster, and he goes.
It's like, whoa, buddy, where's your permit for that? Gotta fill out a background check.
You got to have a parchment permit.
Well met. I'm Nezrah Kaziel.
What can I help you with?
I was wondering if you had any scrolls dealing in the abjuration skill.
Give me a minute.
They turn around and they like look in the case. They turn back around to you, and they say,
Yeah, I've got one scroll of guards and wards.
Ooh, very interesting.
That sounds tight.
Could I have a look at them by any chance?
they give you like this deadpan stare.
Can I memorize the spell scroll, please?
You want to look at a scroll? I assure you that...
I mean, what different types of spells for abjuration do you have?
That's the only abjuration scroll I have.
How much are you willing to part with it for?
They look you up and down.
2,000 gold.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you very much for your time.
And I walk out.
Nezrah's the guy in Barnes & Noble who just sits there and reads the whole book.
100%.
As you're walking out, they kind of like raise their voice to stop you.
Have you know Can, right?
Yes, I've met Can.
Okay. Well, nobody comes here to buy scrolls, so if you want to do a favor for me, I'll give you that scroll for 5 gold.
Ooh, what type of favor would this be?
I need something delivered to a faraway place.
I thought he was going to say you're going to have to kill Can.
I fucking hate Cam.
Her delightful attitude and demeanor.
That uppity frogman Peach, too. He can fuck off.
Sure. What would I be delivering, and where do you need it delivered to?
Well, I need it delivered to the Echo Province, specifically the town of Dragonwater, but I can't tell you what the package contains. If you're cool with that, I'll say the scroll.
Is it a very cumbersome parcel that you're wanting me to deliver?
No, it's like 10 pounds.
I tell you what, I'll deliver your parcel, and I won't ask any further questions or try and open it to see what it is, and I'll give you 2 gold for the scroll.
Give me persuasion.
There's you spicy chalupa.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, not spicy.
Oh, they like furrow their brows.
I thought you were serious.
Yeah.
You got a weird sense of humor.
Well, I get that a lot. But I tell you what, I'll attempt to deliver the parcel. We can keep it a secret. And I'll give you 3 gold for the scroll.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage now.
Okay. Another nat 1.
Whoa.
They're just like, their brow gets more furrowed.
Do you not have 5 gold? Is that what's the problem?
I'm just stingy
Oh.
What?
because I
I'm already
had to
giving
work
you.
very hard for that gold.
I'm
Side
already giving
question
you like a
real quick.
1,995 gold discount on it for knowing can.
Side question real quick. I can't remember mechanically, but isn't it like 50 gold normally to copy a spell? So it's like,
Not for an actual spell scroll of a 6th level spell.
yeah.
It's pretty expensive. It suggests between 2 and 2,500.
I just meant like the process of a wizard copying a spell. Do
But
you
right
know?
now it's
Like,
on
into a spell book?
clearance.
I thought you were asking how much it usually is for a scroll. No, to copy a scroll, yeah, like if you could, I would have to look it up. But yeah, if you, basically the materials and components and stuff like that, yeah, it's something like 50 gold, I think.
Right on.
Bypass with my string.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, but you do make a good point.
How about this?
Like, it seems like they almost feel bad for your, like, really terrible attempt. Because those were 2 terrible attempts. They, like, look you up and down.
If you can get it there to Dragonwater within a month, if you can promise me that, then I'll give it to you for 3 gold.
Okay.
All right. You
And I
got
walk
yourself
over
a
and I
deal.
hold out my hand.
They shake your hand.
You just got a spell. You just got a spell.
Tight.
That you can't cast for several levels.
Whatever.
But now
mean, it's
that
cool.
you have it, that is really cool.
All right, so you shake their hand and they turn around and they unlock the case. But you notice that the way they unlock the case is they literally just make like the turning motion on their hand, and you watch as like wooden panels slide apart and like almost slither away from each other as if they're like roots of a tree that were interlocking. And then the case opens, they pluck a scroll, like a kind of a tattered looking scroll made of like a darker parchment, and then like kind of hold it up.
3 gold, please.
Okay. And I get the coin pouch out and I put 3 in a stack on the glass case.
And you watch as they use what appears to be a gust spell of some kind of like wind spell to like brush it off the counter and into somewhere behind the counter, and then hand you the scroll.
Thank you very much. And,
Yeah.
And the parcel?
Oh, yeah. 1 sec.
Oh, no, don't tell me he's going to.
Can.
Yeah.
You find the South Beach, and you see a form kind of bobbing up and down in the water that you recognize as Peach.
Was he floating?
That makes it sound like he's dead.
How sexy does he look now?
Sorry. You like hopping up and then diving back down. Clearly,
Just dead.
Very much alive.
I did not realize how that would sound.
Did you guys see the dead looking frog video that Lindsey shared? Because it looks straight up dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny.
Do you approach?
Yeah.
All right, you see him hop up, clear out of the water about, clear like 5 feet, and then hop back down. And then when he comes back up, he like kind of waddles onto the shore, and he's got an armful of pebbles that he drops into a sack, and he like looks up at you.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Peach.
What's up?
So, I'm gonna be leaving like really soon. To get my grandma.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll go get my stuff and we can go.
Well, I mean, don't you think that you should maybe stay here and protect the village?
But why? You don't want me to? You don't want me to come?
No, I want you to come, but I mean, who's gonna take care of your grandpa?
Did something happen to Uchi?
He's still really tired. He's gonna need help.
Well, when are you leaving?
Like in an hour?
Okay. Okay. Well, what if, yeah, okay.
I also feel like maybe I just kind of have to do this like on my own.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, that's totally cool.
Like I feel like I got us into this problem.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that you did, but how could you have done that? It was complete freak occurrence.
Is it? Because I lost the statue, and that's what's supposed to bring us good fortune and protection and, all the things that are, like, good about this island. So once that got lost, now we have demons coming and stealing grandmas, so that's...
Grandma stealing demon pieces of shit.
Convincing argument.
It's not the best situation, Peach.
Yeah, but if it hadn't been you, it would have been somebody else probably. Who knows what would have happened if somebody else had been transporting it.
I didn't have to eat soft shell crab with butter before I went with this.
What the fuck?
It slipped right out of my finger.
Regardless, if you
I edit that out.
No.
I decline.
Yeah.
well, you said you're leaving in an hour.
Probably closer to like 45 minutes now. It took me a minute to get here.
Okay. All right. Where are you leaving from?
From the docks.
Okay. In that case, I'll meet you there. I've got something to give you before you leave.
And you watch as he just runs off, but he leaves his bag behind.
Peach, your bag.
He's gone.
Well, I mean,
What
take
you
it there
got
so I
in
can
that
hand it off to
bag?
him.
Okay, so you pick it up and you see that it's like filled with stones. All right, Nezrah. The shopkeeper returns after just a moment
Oh, okay. I was gonna be really upset if he like
With the gun.
regurgitated the parcel.
and holds up this like kind of a brown wrapped package. It looks kind of heavy.
Brick of
They
heroin.
They said it weighs about 10 pounds, but
Literal
it's a
brick.
complete and total sphere.
I fucking knew it. I know what it is.
And underneath this like brown parcel paper, you're not positive, but you're pretty sure you can see just the vague illumination of golden light. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh shit!
What?
Am I supposed to know
What
what
did
that
you?
is?
Yeah, what did you think it was? I'm confused.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is some of your backstory stuff you've
No.
been doing.
No.
No?
I have a theory.
Take your own dick.
All right. Tell me why you guys deserve inspiration.
Talking.
I don't know that I do.
Getting to my hammock.
helping Phee realize she has amnesia or something.
Stealing gold. Paying scarecrows.
Being confused.
Being skeptical of scarecrows.
Getting taken advantage of.
Walking across islands.
Not making light of murder.
Being small.
Sightseeing in the tropics.
Also being kind of pink.
Stealing drinks.
Encouraging Gil to get a new career.
Ignoring my calling.
For all those reasons and more, you guys can have your inspiration.
Yay! Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm so inspired.
And now it's time for tonight's MVPC.
Bleep, bloop.
I want you guys to tell me who the most valuable player character is. Now, the winner of the MVPC will receive an extra 1d10 of inspiration that they can roll during the next session if they like. So, for those of you at home and for those sitting around the table, Nezrah is 1, Gil is 2, Phee is 3, and Can is 4. On the count of 3, I want you guys to raise the number of digits on your hand for the person you would like to vote for, who you think should be the most valuable player character, and then we will vote. So take a moment.
Sometimes it's like you make it more complicated on purpose.
Yep, it's just where the brain goes.
I love you.
Hey, buddy.
Back off my Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
I'm more of a grape guy myself. Anyway, so.
What Kool-Aid would Seth
Do you guys
need?
Bad.
To the bone.
What color would that be?
This is D-tune.
He's ham flavored Kool-Aid. Ham flavored.
Wow. Wow. You're my lady.
It's at least honey ham.
Yeah, it's sweet. Ham is good,
Ham
right?
bone.
Like if you like ham.
If you're expecting him.
If you're expecting ham, it's what you got.
Opening a tavern.
Cast anticipate ham.
I'm sorry, you are not ham
No,
Kool-Aid.
no, it's fine. I can be ham. The rest of you guys, butt flavored,
No need to ham it up,
fart
Seth.
flavored,
Farts!
dirt
How dare
flavored.
you? What is it?
I hate you flavored.
Yes, I was gonna call you
even a
ham
flavor.
Fanta.
You're very handsome.
This is
We're staying on the island. We're opening a tavern, and it's going to be called the Expectant Ham.
I'm just kidding. I don't hate you.
yeah, and
He
you
hams
are
you.
ham. You just are a ham.
Okay, let's get a little too sexy in here.
All right. So, on the count of 3, I want you guys to hold up your fingers and tell me who's the
My
MVPC.
cheeks hurt.
God damn. All right.
ham.
1, 2, 3, vote. Are you fucking serious? Oh, wait. No. Okay. We've
Why
got.
were you mad?
I thought it was everybody had voted for somebody else again.
That's good. That's
All right.
a positive thing.
We've got 1 vote for Gil, 1 vote for Nez, and 2 votes for Phee. Phee, why did you vote for Gil?
I appreciated the accompaniment as I went to get my hammock, even though I wasn't expecting to be accompanied. Ham. Like the ham horn. You know? I just sounded just like it. We know.
All right. Thank you, Phee.
Look at that
Can,
spaghetti.
why did you vote for Nezrah?
Because he went buying spells and magics. And I thought that was like a pretty solid use of time.
Yeah, could be helpful.
You have an hour. What have you done in an hour?
This. That's it.
You sit around drinking an Angry Orchard rosé and talking into a microphone. You didn't
Docs
even go and
much?
try
You are
to.
calling him out right
You
now.
didn't even go and try to buy some magics off anybody.
First of all, we're going to have to edit that out because we're not a sponsor, or we're not sponsored by Angry Orchard anymore.
We're sponsoring them for their shitty products.
Yeah, we sponsor Angry Orchard, no big deal.
We're sponsored by Reds now.
Thank you, Ken.
They fought over it with their hands.
Their hams. Gil, why did you vote for Phee?
I think the angle of her just not remembering something that I vividly remember is very interesting. And
It sounds like a story of my life.
Is that very unlike your real life relationship?
Exactly. I forget.
you know,
a lot.
maybe that's why I voted for it.
He's like, this seems familiar. I love it.
Yeah, this feels
Don't
right.
remember when we did that thing? Yeah, okay.
No.
It's just kind of there and then forgot. But yeah, interesting. I think it's cool.
All right. And Nezrah, why did you vote for Phee?
I was literally going to say because of the bleed over between role playing and reality. I found it very entertaining.
Now they're gonna be late because Phee forgot her. What's the equivalent of a cell phone?
Her hammock.
Her hammock.
That's literally why we're late to the
And
dock.
now Gil has
branch.
to go back, and he's gonna be late. Everyone's gonna be late.
Very nice. Well, that means tonight's MVPC is Ophelia Take your 1d10 and do something with it.
Okay.
Take your 1d10 and do something with it.
I was
Take your 1d10 and do something with it. Take your 1d10 and shove it up your butt.
Hey.
I did not realize that was just eye patch sound.
It's versatile.
Right. Well, thanks for listening, folks. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners for tuning in weekly to hear us rant and rave and ramble on. And
DJ Khaled.
Hamble on.
We're not sponsoring him anymore.
We were sponsoring him.
we were his AA sponsor.
Yo, this content is brought to you by the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Broadcast.
But so if you like what you hear and you want to support us further, you want to make us perhaps warlocks, why don't you head on over to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and go ahead and become a patron of ours. We've got some cool tiers that have a bunch of stuff available for instance, designing an NPC at some of the higher levels. You get a swag bag at the highest level. You can participate in certain bonus content, like exclusive stuff that only you will have access to as a patron. Also bonus content. So there's a whole treasure trove of things that we offer. But
Exclusive. VIP.
Just for you.
Thank you, Billy. So yeah, head on over to patreon.com/D20_syndicate and see if there's anything that trips your crossbow. Also, if you like what you hear, I don't think you guys realize it, despite the fact that I say it literally every episode, but it helps us so much for the algorithm of the internets, the interwebs, for you to head on over to specifically Apple Podcasts and leave a review. And if you leave a review, we will read it on our podcast. No matter what it is, no matter how poorly misspelled it is, we will read it as is, which is also hilarious. But also, if you like what you hear, leave us a star rating. Consider a 5-star rating? Maybe. If you think we're worth it, I think we are, but you may differ. But if you give us anything else, we'll die. So,
Don't kill us. Don't kill us.
also,
I want to live.
peep the deets in the episode description because we have a Discord. And if you like our show, you can hang out with other fans and us, pass some memes around, pass some bullshit around, and just hang out and have a good time. So we do have a free Discord. Free. Check it out. And yeah, other than that, I think that's it for tonight's episode. Thanks for listening, folks. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye to you.
Fuck.
Everything that I knew.
Am I the only one who doesn't know this song?
Michelle
Oh my,
Branch.
that's one of the songs that's stuck in my head constantly in my life. Anytime I lose something or like put something in my mind, I sing that. Sometimes when I drop stuff
Wow.
or like can't reach it.
Oh, that's so much better.
heard.
Getting some chips.
You have to say whatever you were saying over.
That is the loudest thing.
Why are you doing this?
And why didn't you bring
give
us
me a
out during the
second.
campfire setup?
Because I forgot about it.
Campfire Pringles.
Yeah.
This was why you started just immediately unwrapping.
It's for role playing.
All the loudest things like Velcro, zippers.
You guys are hassling me way
Takes
too
out
much.
kids' Velcro shoes and just
You were going to train yourself into having a lazy eye.
I have a lazy eye. That's part of the inspiration for the character. I'm actually covering my bad eye.
Are you going to wear glasses?
Nah, it's fine.
Can you see?
That is the loudest eye patch I've ever heard.
Check, please.
Are you putting it under your ear?
I'm trying to find a good, comfortable position.
You should get
And the headphones.
It's really
you
hard
should
to
get an
blend
eye
both.
patch brace.
It looks like it's supposed to go in the other eye.
Have you guys ziplined in real life?
Yes.
No.
I went up there and I got too scared.
Really?
That's fair. It's pretty scary.
I love heights.
Oh, I don't.
But I freaking love them. I love them. But
It's fucking weird.
I don't like the tummy feeling when you go down things. Hate that.
To me, somebody saying I love heights is like somebody saying I love it when somebody brandishes a knife at me.
It's my favorite. Such a rush.
No, I literally like one of my favorite places in Minnesota. I feel like I've talked about this. Was not a rock climbing wall you're supposed to climb, like a real life rocks. Like I've seen pictures of it now, and I was like, Jesus fuck! Like I just climbed up them for fun, like over by these waterfall things, and it was really pretty. And I like to dangle my feet over the edge and take pictures of it. And I was like, wow, I'm so high up.
Fast forward like 6 to 7 years, and Lindsey's telling this story, and Tomas is like in front of Ori, and Tomas is looking at you like, and you just end your story with, and I fell to my death.
I'm actually dead right now.
Mommy died. She's a clone.
We got a Venture Brothers situation here.
Still love heights, though.
Yeah. Yep.
In the heights.
It has made roller coasters pretty sad though, because like part of me is like, I should like this, and I hate this.
If I
feeling,
I love roller coasters, but I hate heights.
If
Have you
I'm
ever been-
secure,
I hate
I
roller
don't
coasters?
feel that feeling of like I'm falling.
Have you ever
Yeah.
gotten to the top of a roller coaster and just want to take the harness off so your like momentum makes you fly? Oh,
there were some times
I've never wanted to, but I have those like, what do they call invasive thoughts? Like when you're
like what if I died here?
yeah, like what if when you're standing
What if I
on
was the one
ledge
that
or
was
something?
decapitated on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I got Fabio'd?
Wait, what happened to
I think
Fabio?
about
You got
that
hit in the
all
face with a goose on a
fucking
roller
time.
coaster.
Was it a whole goose or was it just a little bird?
It was
it was
a
a
whole
goose,
goose. Yeah.
Is the goose dead?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I think it
goose
actually
was,
died.
like,
Like, it
flying
broke its
off.
neck.
Fabio,
Yeah, I
hate
think it
you.
like fucked his face up pretty bad too.
wow.
Yeah, it broke his nose at least.
Fabi, no. I'm so sorry.
I mean, he's alive still.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
It was just a goose.
But
Goose are-
what
geese are
life is
dead.
left to live?
Yes.
What is Fabio up to?
I hate geese so much.
I thought you were going to say you hate Fabio so much, and I was like, but why?
I don't know
What
him
did
personally.
Fabio do to you?
Can we get a Fabio versus Kevin Sorbo death match?
Oh, please go.
90s parents,
It was still magical. Well,
like
it was
the
still
fucking
fun.
line in the sand moved all the time. The goalpost was constantly on the move for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just like periodically would go through satanic panic
Yeah.
and
It's
be
so
like,
weird.
absolutely no Full House today.
Yeah. Like at one point it's like Ren and Stimpy, okay. And
Oh, we
then
were never allowed to watch that.
and then the next week no Halloween this year. Devil stuff.
Bob Coulier's in this? No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. The way he did Atlantis,
I get
Maybe.
the soapy thing because I finally did when I was chopping the cilantro, and it did have a very clean smell, and I was like, oh, maybe
it's very
that's
bright.
the soap.
I wish that smell were put in more like products. Like
Yeah.
I would use a cleaner that smelled like a cilantro lime.
Very
Yeah, dude,
refreshing.
cilantro lime body wash.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
yeah.
sounds amazing.
I would love that.
but everybody's always like lemon.
Yeah, like
Which is
sriracha,
fine.
Okay, I like
cilantro, body wash.
I just want to smell like a fucking burrito. Just
All the time.
barbacoa. Just smell like strong barbacoa.
I am pretty sure that one of those like men's body care companies that sell on Instagram, I am sure they have something like that.
What's the one that's like
and then there's a
predominantly
tortilla soap.
Use it for
tortilla
everything, including your
towel.
tires.
there's like one that's prominently like, you like Sasquatch? We make soap for you if you like Sasquatch.
Is that Old Spice?
No, it's a different one.
It's Squatch, isn't it?
I think it is just literally Squatch
Oh, I've
soap.
seen those on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I was saying with the burrito soap, you can have a tortilla towel.
That's gotta be a thing.
I bought my sister one of those tortilla blankets.
Yeah.
It is. It's
they're
like high
hilarious.
def. It looks like a giant tortilla. It really does.
Does it feel like one though?
No, it feels like fleece, but it really does look like a tortilla,
I would
and it's
like it to have
huge.
like kind of like a felty texture. That would be a fun.
You would, because you hate being hot and fleece, and I like fleece and
feel
stuff
like
like
felt
that,
would
but I
still
feel
be
like you
hot.
would hate it.
I feel like a microfiber burrito towel would work very
Yes.
well.
Yes. Fucking nailed it.
Okay, business idea.
That's high five working.
I'm going to log into my bank account right
First
now.
high five of the day.
Well,
Where am I transferring the funds?
I was literally thinking the exact same thing. And as soon as you said microfiber,
on
I was
all
just
your
like,
tortilla
yeah.
towel sales.
What are we going to call it? Burrito bar? Burrito beauty? Nope. We're heading there though. Burrito. Butrito?
What is the item that you like that she
It's
said?
a whole line.
Okay.
First of all, microfiber tortilla towel
MTT baby.
sells itself. Then we're
And then-
going to do, our soaps.
Soaps.
Oh my god.
Shampoos.
Shampoos. Exclusive parties.
Burrito toiletries.
Scrubs.
It's a club that's open only during the full moon, and you have to pay $500 for entry.
Burrito fog. Burrito mist.
Like London
Burrito
fog.
dreams.
Sweet dream burrito.
And yeah.
Cedar
like-
Burrito. For the woodsy man.
But then Doritos like gets upset. Like phonetically, you can't do that.
We were gonna do that.
We were gonna do that. No, us first. Legal dibs.
No.
Legal dibs.
Bro, no. Cease and desist.
I fucking hate dealing with Doritos' legal team. They're a mess.
And everything they send is just stained with orange.
They always want to meet at the Red Robin.
Donovan Treester is their legal counsel head, and he is an asshole.
Burrito bar.
Burrito friendly.
What?
The lazy delivery
So
sold it.
satisfying, dude. It's like, you fucking
How about this?
believe.
How about this? Refried jeans.
You said refried jeans? So is there a clothesline to this burrito business?
Absolutely.
You gotta
Wow.
expand.
Yeah. You got to
Also,
diversify your portfolio,
That's
Lindsay.
when we get into detergents.
perfume burrito dreams.
Yeah.
It goes along with it.
Wait, would it actually smell like a burrito?
In a perfect world.
Up to interpretation.
How are we going to capture this essence?
Just shove it all in a perfume bottle.
I mean, if you've ever seen the
beans,
movie
The
Perfume,
rice,
you know exactly what we need to do.
I have not.
Fuck.
I haven't either. What is that?
chicken.
This is my entire business model is based on. You guys having seen the movie Perfume.
That's it. Company's
Falling apart.
sinking.
Sam,
What?
Sam was concerned.
Oh, the eye patch. Yeah. She didn't ask me.
She was like,
You're finally fixing your lazy eye?
she was
This
just like,
isn't helping. Covering it is the opposite of
before I
helping.
came back down, she was like, is he okay? And I was like, he's wearing it for role
He's just a fucking nerd. So no, he's not okay. But in the way you mean, yes. Probably.
Physically, sure.
Oh man, that's good.